When people rush to defend their actions immediately, they reveal their underlying insecurities. The natural response would be to listen and reflect, but this defensive behavior actually undermines their credibility and exposes their vulnerabilities. My fellow Burkinabe, sons and daughters of this sacred land, today I stand before you, not as a leader seeking power, but as one of you, a son of Burkina Faso, born from the same soil, raised under the same sun, and driven by the same dreams. For too long our nation has faced struggles that tested our spirit. Our people, hardworking and full of hope, toiled under broken roads, darkened villages, and empty promises. But I say to you now, no more. The time for begging is over. The time for borrowing is finished. The time for rising has begun. We are a people of courage, a nation with a big heart, and together we will build a Burkina Faso that stands tall, independent, strong, and free. In 2022, we began a journey not for the glory of one man, but for the future of every child, every farmer, every mother, and every worker in this land. I bring you a vision, a plan of 30 mega development projects that touch every corner of our nation, from the fields to the cities, from the classrooms to the hospitals. These are not just projects, they are promises kept, dreams realized, and a new Burkina Faso born from our own hands. Let me share this vision with you, step by step, as we walk together toward a brighter future. A new dawn for Burkina Faso. My brothers and sisters, for too long, we lived in a country where dreams were stifled. Farmers wept when rains failed. Children studied by candlelight or not at all. Mothers lost their lives giving birth. Roads crumbled and hope faded. But I tell you today, that story is no more. We are writing a new chapter, one where every Burkinabe has a place, a purpose, and a future. Our vision is simple yet bold. We will produce what we consume. We will light up our villages. We will feed our people. And we will secure our land. We will no longer wait for others to save us. We will save ourselves. This journey began in 2022, when I, at 34 years old, stepped forward, not to rule, but to serve. Some doubted me, saying I was too young. Others feared I lacked experience. But I carry no fear, only faith in you, the people of Burkina Faso. Together we launched 30 transformative projects to rebuild our nation. These projects are not dreams on paper. They are roads being paved, schools being built, and lives being changed. Let me take you through this journey, project by project, so you can see the Burkina Faso we are building together. Project 1. National Industrial Zone. Producing our own future. My people, for too long, we sent our money abroad to buy soap, clothes, furniture, and even school books. Every import was a job lost, a dream stolen, a wound to our economy. I said no more. We must produce what we use and sell what we make. In Ouagadougou, our capital, we are building the National Industrial Zone, a hub of factories, a beacon of progress. This zone is alive with soap factories, textile centers, cement plants, and printing presses. We are making shoes, bags, and books marked Made in Burkina Faso. Already, 20,000 young Burkinabe have found jobs in this zone. They are learning to weld, sew, and operate machines. They are not just workers, they are builders of a new economy. Our products are now sold across West Africa, and the label Made in Burkina Faso is a badge of pride. This is only the beginning. We will expand this zone, train more youth, and ensure that every market in Africa knows the quality of Burkinabe craftsmanship. Together, we will make our economy strong, our jobs plentiful, and our future ours. Project 2. Solar energy for all. Lighting up our nation. My fellow citizens, darkness has no place in Burkina Faso. For too long, our villages were shrouded in night, with families using candles or kerosene lamps. Hospitals failed when generators broke down. Children could not study after sunset. I declared, no more darkness. We launched the Solar Energy for All project, harnessing the power of our abundant sun to bring light to every corner of our land. In Kaya, Gao, Dori, and Fadan Gorma, we have built massive solar farms. These panels capture sunlight and turn it into electricity, powering thousands of villages for the first time. Families now charge their phones, shops run fridges, clinics operate life-saving machines, children read under bright lights. This project is not just about electricity, it's about opportunity. We are training our youth to install and maintain these systems, creating jobs and skills. Solar power is clean, green, and affordable, a perfect fit for our sunny nation. Let us light up Burkina Faso one village at a time. Project 3. Smart farming with agrivoltaics. Feeding our people. Farming is the heartbeat of Burkina Faso. But for too long, our farmers suffered. When rains failed, crops died, and hope faded. I refused to let this continue. We introduced agrivoltaic farming, a smart system that combines solar power with agriculture. Solar panels provide shade for crops and generate electricity to pump water for irrigation. Now farmers grow tomatoes, onions, maize, rice, and leafy greens all year round, even in the dry season. Markets are full, food is cheaper, and hunger is retreating. A farmer named Salif told me, I used to cry when the rain stopped. Now I smile because the sun gives me water and power. This is the power of innovation, my people. We are not just feeding our nation, we are empowering our farmers to lead. With agrivoltaics, we are turning our challenges into opportunities, ensuring no Burkinabe goes to bed hungry. Project 4. Free maternity and childcare. Protecting our mothers and babies. My sisters, my mothers, no woman should die while giving life. No child should perish from preventable causes. Yet for too long, poor mothers gave birth on mats, clinics lacked tools, and babies died from simple infections. This broke my heart, and I said enough. We launched the free maternity and childcare program to ensure every mother and child is safe. All maternity care in public hospitals is now free. Every pregnant woman gets monthly checkups, free delivery, baby clothes, diapers, vaccines, and food. We have built new health centers in rural areas and trained thousands of midwives. No woman must walk far to give birth safely. Today, more mothers are smiling, more babies are surviving, and families are thriving. This is our promise to you. Every life matters, and we will protect it. Project 5. Free education and school kits. Unlocking our children's dreams. Education is the key to our nation's future, yet too many children stayed home because their parents couldn't afford fees, uniforms, or books. This was unacceptable. We launched the Free Education and School Kits program to ensure every child has a chance to learn. We have built thousands of new classrooms, hired and trained teachers, and provided every child with free school bags, books, pens, uniforms, shoes, and a hot meal every day. For our girls, we provide free sanitary pads to keep them in school. School attendance has doubled. Girls are staying in class. Dreams are coming alive. A child who learns today will lead tomorrow. We are not just building schools, we are building the future leaders of Burkina Faso. Let every child know, your education is your right, and we will fight for it. Project 6. Roads that connect people. Linking our nation. My people. A nation divided by broken roads cannot grow. Villages were cut off. Farmers couldn't reach markets, and pregnant women were carried in wheelbarrows to hospitals. This could not continue. We launched a project to build over 1,000 kilometers of strong, smooth roads connecting towns, villages, markets, and hospitals. Solar streetlights now make travel safer at night. Trucks reach deep villages, goods move fast, and children go to school without stress. A taxi driver named Hamidou told me, before it took 10 hours to carry passengers, now I do it in 5 hours with less stress. These roads are not just paths. They are lifelines. They carry our crops, our dreams, and our future. Together we will connect every corner of Burkina Faso, ensuring no one is left behind. Project 7. The 1,000-kilometer superhighway network. Moving faster, growing stronger. To grow, we must move. Our old roads were dusty, flooded, and dangerous. Farmers lost crops, travelers lost time, and lives were lost to accidents. I launched the 1,000-kilometer superhighway network to connect every major region, north to south, east to west. These wide, tarred highways have drainage systems, solar lights, rest stops, and emergency centers every 100 kilometers. Key routes like Ouagadougou to Bobo Dioulasso, Kaya to Dori, and Tenkodogo to Fadana Gorma are cutting travel time in half. These highways reduce fuel costs, move goods faster, and make our country safer. They are the veins of our economy, carrying the lifeblood of trade and progress. We are not just building roads, we are building a nation that moves together. Project 8. National Railway Rehabilitation. Reviving our tracks. Our railway from Ouagadougou to Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire was once a symbol of progress, but it grew old and broken. I vowed to bring it back to life. The National Railway Rehabilitation and Expansion Project is repairing tracks, buying new trains, building stations in new towns, and connecting routes to Mali and Niger. We are training young engineers and drivers to lead this revival. This railway moves cotton, gold, onions, and cement to ports, supporting our farmers and businesses. A young engineer named Alassane said, "My grandfather worked on the railway. Now I'm building it again for my country. This is our legacy, rebuilt, renewed, and ready to carry Burkina Faso into the future.
Project 9, modernizing Ouagadougou International Airport, opening our skies. Our old airport in Ouagadougou was small, crowded, and outdated. Travelers waited hours, investors complained, and tourism suffered. We launched the Ouagadougou International Airport Upgrade Project to change this. The new terminal has more space, digital check-ins, modern toilets, air conditioning, free Wi-Fi, and a bigger cargo zone powered by solar energy. Special lanes promote made in Burkina Faso products like onions, grains, and shea butter. Now, we can welcome 3 million travelers a year, up from less than 1 million. Our farmers are exporting goods abroad, and our nation is open to the world. This airport is not just for the elite. It is for every Burkinabe, carrying our pride to the skies.
Project 10, rural roads and bridges, reaching every village. Big highways are not enough if our villages remain cut off. People crossed rivers on wooden boats, and children walked through the bush to school. We launched the Rural Roads and Bridges program, building over 300 roads and 80 bridges to connect remote areas. Women who walked 5 hours to markets now ride motorcycles in 30 minutes. Ambulances reach clinics, and teachers travel to schools. A woman named Mama Lydia said, "We no longer carry crops on our heads. Now trucks come to our farms." These roads and bridges are lifelines, bringing opportunity to every village and ensuring no one is forgotten. Project 11, Smart Cities in Ouagadougou and Bobo-Dioulasso, building the future. Burkina Faso must not only grow farms and roads, we must build cities of the future. The Smart Cities project in Ouagadougou and Bobo-Dioulasso is creating modern towns with eco-friendly homes, solar power, fast internet, electric buses, and green parks. These cities offer digital jobs for our youth, website designers, IT specialists, and digital farmers. A young girl named Clarice said, "Before I sold water on the street. Now I work in a digital center helping people register for documents." These smart cities are not just buildings, they are hubs of innovation, where our youth will lead us into the digital age. Project 12, National Bus Stations and Transport Hubs. Safe and organized travel. Public transport was once chaotic, with buses leaving from dirty parks and passengers at risk. We launched the National Bus Station and Transport Hub project, building modern stations in Ouagadougou, Bobo-Dioulasso, Fadangorma, Koudougou, and Tenkodogo. These stations have ticketing offices, clean waiting rooms, police posts, and parking for bikes and taxis. Women-led transport cooperatives now run small buses, creating jobs and safer travel. This project ensures every Burkinabe can travel with dignity. We are not just moving people, we are moving our nation forward. Project 13, National Food Security and Storage, ending hunger. Burkina Faso is a farming nation, yet crops rotted, and families went hungry. We launched the National Food Security and Storage Program, building granaries and cold storage in every region. We train farmers to preserve grains and dry vegetables, and the government buys crops to store for emergencies. Even in poor harvest years, markets have food and prices are stable. This is our promise. No Burkinabe will go hungry. We are building a nation where food is abundant and every family is fed. Project 14, Community Rice and Maize Mills, empowering our farmers. Farmers harvested rice and maize but sold them raw for low prices. We launched community milling centers, equipping villages with rice mills, maize grinders, and storage. Women and youth are trained to run these centers, processing crops into ready-to-cook food. Farmers now earn more and women's groups are leading the way. A woman in Kupela said, "Before we begged middlemen to buy our rice. Now they come to us. We are the bosses. This is the power of self-reliance, my people. We are turning our harvests into wealth." Project 15, Solar-Powered Boreholes, clean water for all. Water is life, yet too many Burkinabe walked hours to fetch dirty water. Children fell sick, and women lost time. We launched the Solar-Powered Boreholes project, building thousands of wells with taps, storage tanks, and filtration systems. Powered by sunlight, these boreholes bring clean water to villages, schools, and markets. A student named Zoba said, "I used to carry water on my head every morning. Now I drink clean water at school and focus on learning. Clean water is a right, not a privilege, and we will ensure every Burkinabe has it." Project 16, Mobile Health Clinics, healing our remote communities. In remote areas, people died from small sicknesses because clinics were far away. We introduced mobile health clinics, vans and trucks equipped as hospitals, bringing nurses, midwives, medicines, and vaccines to villages and nomadic communities. These clinics serve over 1 million people, providing health checks, pregnancy care, and education. No one should die because they cannot reach a doctor. These clinics are our promise to bring health to every corner of Burkina Faso. Project 17. National Greenbelt Project. Restoring our land. Desertification threatens our land, drying our soil and killing our trees. We launched the National Greenbelt Project, planting over 10 million fruit and shade trees along roads, in schools and near rivers. These trees protect our soil, provide food, and cool our land. Schools receive tree kits, teaching children to love nature. This is not just about farming, it's about our future. Together we will make Burkina Faso green again, a land of life and abundance. Project 18. Defense technology and border safety. Securing our nation. Insecurity in our north and east has caused pain for too long. We launched the Defense Technology and Border Safety Program, equipping our army with drones, night cameras, and satellite tracking. We built barracks near borders, trained community defense volunteers, and created safe zones for displaced families. Through the Alliance of Sahel States, we work with Mali and Niger to protect our region. A volunteer defender said, "We now have the tools to protect our people. We are no longer afraid. Security is the foundation of progress, and we will defend our nation with courage." Project 19. Youth Innovation and Skills Centers. Empowering our future. Our youth are our greatest asset, yet many lack jobs or skills. We launched the Youth Innovation and Technical Skills Centers, training thousands in carpentry, tailoring, solar panel installation, plumbing, welding, and coding. Graduates receive certificates and startup kits to open workshops. A young man named Adama said, "I used to sit at home doing nothing. Now I fix computers and teach others." Our youth are not just dreamers, they are builders. These centers are turning their energy into success, ensuring no talent is wasted. Project 20. National Women Empowerment Fund. Lifting our sisters. Women are the backbone of Burkina Faso, yet many lack support. We created the National Women Empowerment Fund, offering small loans, training, and support for women's cooperatives in agriculture, food processing, and textiles. Thousands have started businesses, from soap making to poultry farms. A woman named Mariam in Bobo Dioulasso said, "No one ever gave me a chance. Now, I run a soap business with 12 workers. When we empower our women, we empower our nation." This fund is their ladder to success. Project 21. Market Modernization. Honoring our traders. Our markets were dirty, unsafe, and lacked basic facilities. We launched the Clean Market Program, rebuilding markets with strong roofs, clean floors, solar lighting, toilets, and water taps. Street vendors now have shade structures, and digital tools manage fees and security. A tomato seller named Fatumata said, "Before, the sun and rain punished us. Now we have shelter and sell more." Our markets are the heart of our economy, and we will make them places of pride and prosperity. Project 22. Business Formalization and Tax Relief. Supporting our entrepreneurs. Many small traders couldn't access loans or contracts because their businesses weren't registered. We launched the Small Business Registration Campaign, offering free or low-cost registration and temporary tax breaks. Now tailors, welders, and farmers have business IDs, accessing loans and government jobs. A shoemaker named Sané said, "I was a roadside cobbler. Now I have a registered brand." We are turning small traders into proud business owners, building an economy that works for all. Project 23. Inclusive support for people with disabilities, respecting every citizen. People with disabilities were forgotten, lacking tools or opportunities. We launched the Inclusive Development Program, providing wheelchairs, white canes, and hearing aids. We train them in skills, offer priority jobs, and ensure new buildings have ramps and accessible toilets. Disability is not inability. Today, thousands are working and earning respect. We are building a Burkina Faso where every citizen has a place. Project 24. Digital Economy and Tech Startups. Joining the modern world. Technology is the future, and our youth are ready. We launched the Digital Startups Program, supporting apps, online shops, and digital farming tools. Students in Ouagadougou created an app connecting farmers to buyers. Another group built a health tracking app for clinics. These startups create jobs and solve problems, giving Burkina Faso a place in the digital world. We are not just following the world, we are shaping it. Project 25. National Gold Refinery, controlling our wealth. Burkina Faso is rich in gold, yet we exported it raw, losing wealth to foreign companies. We launched the National Gold Refinery Project, building a modern plant to process gold locally. New laws ensure mining companies sell gold to the government at fair rates. This means more jobs, more money, and more control over our resources. We will no longer export riches and import poverty. Our wealth stays here for our people. Project 26, Diaspora Investment Program, welcoming our brothers and sisters. Millions of Burkinabe abroad want to invest in their homeland. The Diaspora Investment Program makes this easy, offering tax discounts, legal protection, and online platforms. They are building schools, clinics, and businesses, strengthening our nation from afar. A man in France who built a clinic in Yako said, "I'm building a future for my people." Together we are uniting our global family to develop Burkina Faso. Project 27, African Trade Alliance, standing with our neighbors. We cannot grow alone. Through the alliance of Sahel states with Mali and Niger, we trade goods, share electricity, and protect each other. This alliance reduces dependence on foreign powers, building an Africa where neighbors help neighbors. The AES is the new voice of Africa, and Burkina Faso is at its heart. Together, we will rise as a continent. Project 28, National History and Culture Program, celebrating our identity. Our culture is our soul, yet foreign media threatened our roots. We launched the National Cultural Promotion Project, building cultural centers, supporting music, dance, and storytelling, and teaching our history in schools. A National Cultural Month celebrates our languages and traditions. A teacher in Banfora said, "My students now speak their local language with pride." We are not just preserving culture, we are building pride in who we are. Project 29, National Media Reform, telling our story. Our media was weak, censored, or overshadowed by foreign channels. We reformed Burkina Faso National Television (RTB), opened community radio stations, and trained journalists in honest reporting. Social media and press centers share real-time updates. Our media now tells stories of progress, not pain. It listens to you, the people, ensuring your voice shapes our nation. Project 30, Civic Duty and Patriotism Education, raising proud leaders. Our youth are our future. We introduce civic duty and patriotism in schools, teaching children to love their country, work hard, and respect others. Every Friday they sing the national anthem and discuss how to build Burkina Faso. A teacher said, "My students now talk about building our nation, not leaving it." This is not just education. It is a movement to raise proud, honest leaders. Conclusion: a Burkina Faso reborn. My fellow Burkinabe, these 30 projects are not just plans. They are proof of what we can do when we stand together. From roads to schools, from farms to cities, we are building a nation that shines. Our challenges remain, but our hope is stronger, our action is bolder, and our future is brighter. I am not the builder of this nation. You are. Every farmer, every teacher, every mother, every youth, you are the heart of Burkina Faso. As I often say, we will build our nation with our own hands. If we stand together, we cannot fail. Let us rise, my people, and show the world the power of a united Burkina Faso. Together, we will make our nation a beacon of hope, pride, and progress for Africa and beyond.